I am disgusting, lusting after what I can't have. I am a pig. Help me dig through centuries of unfiltered memories of pain. I gained my fame from unsweetened acts of justice. But what my personality lacked is cold, hard facts. I'm all opinions and my loud mouth stops things going south. I am a pig. Catch me at a shindig, flaunting my newfound freedom, but heed my words for something's coming, a revolution humming. It's dirty.
We applied for some money from the EU under an agency called Loftus, and the money that we got, it's not big money, but it enables a couple of people from Ireland to go to visit Romanian group and go to visit Norway group, and then they come here to visit us here in Ireland. So what's going to come out of it is 3 short films that will capture the learning. What do the young people learn by these kind of projects? The reason why we want to capture the learning is, and also just learn from each other, the group in Norway and Romania, is that we do this kind of thing all the time, right? All the time we do this. But we never actually stop and kind of look at what's going on, what do the young people learn, what is it about it that's kind of interesting, blah, blah, blah. But it will be of value to young people in the coming years. That's what we're up to.
Well, I joined the summer project because my friend from school was going to do it with me, and we were like, this will be fun for the summer. She never did it. She was planning on doing it, but then never got in to get like a form or anything, so she didn't get to do it. So I ended up doing it, and I just hoped to have fun for the summer because, yeah. For me, what sticks out in my mind when we say teamwork is there was one day when we were kind of struggling to work as a team, and the director Rianne brought in a bouncy softball, and she made us play like volleyball, and everyone had to get a touch on the ball to pass it around and then hit it over to the other side. And I think a lot of us learned how to work as a team that day, and I think that's a big thing that taught me about teamwork, is that you have to trust people that you're working with to get it right, and then eventually it'll work.
Sheila is the boss woman in the gathering. So I asked her to come and talk to you before we get going with this. She'll give you a pep talk.
I'm now up at this level. I'm like an Ollie. I get to sit on top of the organisation now. And I was exactly where you were. Exactly. Started in what was called Cathode at the time, then went on to be called Waterford Youth Drama. So I started there when I was 11. Next time I came in I was like 15. And now I'm the head of the Arts Centre in Waterford. And I think you guys need to capitalise on that. I think it's less about me and more about you. And I think you need to find a way to make that an interesting story so that you can sell your show. Because I know that I wanted people to come and see me when I was on stage. But really importantly, I wanted people of my age to come and see me. And for me, and I think this is really important that you get this message, I'm not up here because for me it's about ticket sales. You know, that's not why I'm sitting up here going, blah, 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 I want you to make money for me. It's not about that. It's about making sure that there's somewhere where this really incredible piece of theatre is seen by people your age.
We'll be past voting when our stomachs are empty. The great need at this moment is to increase our food production. If we waste time on building windmills, we will starve to death. Past voting? Do you deny my ideas? Yes, I deny your ideas!
There's a couple of key factors. Unfortunately, and it shouldn't be, but unfortunately, budget is a key factor. I try not to allow it to direct me, but it has to influence me. There's no point in me coming up with a fantastic idea, knowing that it's never going to happen, and I cut it back so much that you just get a
That's
really
not the idea anymore.
poor version. Yeah. So you're better off, know that, be realistic about what. I'm not saying you know what your budget and dictate, but it has to be somewhere in the back of your mind. Yeah. So that's one of the key things. Second thing is the space. It gives its own quirks. And what works for one set in one space doesn't automatically transfer. You won't have to worry about this because this isn't going on tour, I hope. So
the fear in Ollie's eyes.
Yeah, but that is it's a huge part of it. You know, you can have, again, a wonderful idea and it might just not work in that venue. And then the third thing after is the people themselves, and what I mean by the people is the performers. So a good set shouldn't upstage the performers.
I propose that this hideous farmhouse be preserved as a museum. The Museum of Man. The Museum of Murderer. Let us put it to the vote.
I'm Mary. I played the cat in Animal Farm.
I'm a cat. I'm a lover with a heart of fool's gold. I'm a flint. Harmless until hit with cold steel and the sparks fly, so say goodbye to the status quo.
Like, I joined because A, Martina, B, to work on my performance, because I do a lot of spoken word, like at open mics, which is kind of gross, but it's what I do, and I just want to just want to get better at it and like convey the tone more and just be more confident in front of an audience.
So I wanted to get like the experience and like be able to like see what it was like to do like a professional show. Well, coming up to Tech Week, everything was starting to get kind of crazy. So I think we were all kind of just like helping each other mainly just to kind of cope because it was so stressful. And like there was some people helping with the band and like there was some people helping with like projections and stuff. So.
My designs were inspired through lots of conversations with the director. We both knew that we didn't want the animals to actually be animals, which if you Google up any other project before, they've got ears, they've got claws, but we wanted to stay well away from that, which I think is quite a nice sort of revolutionary thing for us to do. So the cast didn't see the designs until 2 weeks ago when I was just getting straight into them. But I was happy to say that they seemed excited about what they had seen. I told them that I was completely up for any ideas, and I asked them to bring in any pieces of costume that they had that they thought they might benefit their costume. So then I invited the cast to come and help me with one of the major parts of the costume, which was the breakdown. We were bleaching and dyeing jeans, we were painting the bomber jackets, we were making political statements for banners for the back of their jackets. Budget-wise, I couldn't afford the shoes. I wouldn't be the type of person just to stick anything on their feet. So I was really hoping that this was going to work, and the work that some of the cast did really get into, and they did listen to what I was saying about layering up the colours, and I'm really excited to see how that's going to work on stage.
Basically, I was just inside one day and Martina was like, yeah, we need a spoken word piece. And I said, okay, and I did it.
The revolution does not come from violence. No! Instead, it lingers in the framework, watching the distant dance of leadership until hunger takes its hold. Those newly unbound hands sharpen, growing claws in the wake of chains, until soon freedom is theirs to fight amongst the broken shards.
The inspiration I took from it was to sort of look at the whole communist thing as because the idea itself is it has merit in it. Like, why wouldn't you want everybody to be equal? But the idea, the whole thing is that it can get taken away by a few people that just totally disband the idea and just turn it into totalitarianism.
Learning or teamwork.
Learning as a whole, the whole experience kind of, I learned a lot about what it means to do directing, do like dancing, how it all can like mold together, how you need different directors. And then working as a team was kind of basically everything, whether it was dealing with emotions because of scenes or dealing with how scenes like weren't maybe working because not everyone agreed, and finding a compromise in teamwork with such a big cast. Let's just say when the second week was over, I could not envision how I now see Animal Farm from the last week. It developed so much that the final product was unimaginable at the start. It was incredible. People like really pulled together in the end and helped. You see, like there was like issues with some people who were going to be doing like music or stuff, that they couldn't do it until a certain point. But then once they got up and running and they took charge of that almost themselves, it really all came together. And a lot of teamwork was made to, you know, support them and support everyone doing it.
And I felt like I learnt a lot that day about myself.